if they were to sort of mass fire or mass deactivate people who have asserted claims, it looks really bad. It looks bad to a court. It looks bad to an arbitrator that they're discriminating against people for asserting their rights, which under California law and Massachusetts law and Illinois law, it's illegal in all of those states. Is it possible that it could happen? Yes. But they would be, in addition to breaking the law with regard to misclassification, they'd also be breaking the law with regard to the deactivation.
Yeah,
I would encourage you to really investigate whether your rights are being violated and whether it makes sense to assert those rights, because our clients have had good success. And I think we're happy that they contacted us, and we're happy that they sort of stood up for themselves against Amazon. My law firm does these cases entirely on a contingent basis, which means that the drivers don't have to pay anything unless we win, and unless we win and get a recovery. So if we win and we get a recovery, then we recover the out-of-pocket expenses that we've spent for like depositions or for paying for transcripts or things like that, and as well as a percentage of what it is that they recover. But if it's not successful, then they don't have to pay anything. Amazon Flex does not pay overtime ever. They never have. And so all of those hours in California, over 8 in a day, or in 7 days a week, or over 40 in a week. So for the drivers who are driving a lot, they recovered not only the reimbursement of expenses, but also for the time you spent driving that you weren't paid for. And so we've had 9 of our cases have gone all the way through to arbitration, and we've been very successful. In 8 of the 9, the arbitrator has found that they were misclassified as independent contractors. And so that doesn't mean we will continue with that level of success, but we believe that we're right on the law. And so we're confident about that. And 7 of our 9 have recovered damages. And it depends, like I said, it depends on the length of, some of them were on the lower side because they'd only been driving for, 5-6 months. Some of them are on the higher side, which was like 3-4 year drivers. All of these things are protections that employees enjoy in these states, but Amazon doesn't provide them because, as I said, they treat all of these drivers as independent contractors.
Yeah, there could be some sort of an overlap though, and this just doesn't have to be Amazon Flex, because I mean, you're talking the typical gig worker, right? You're talking an average Uber driver, Lyft driver.
Yep.
I mean, our audience is mostly rideshare drivers, obviously, but this has been going on since the inception of these companies, right? I mean, they have to have us as independent contractors, and they passed something called Prop 22 in California, and now Prop 32, I call it, in Massachusetts. But couldn't any of this be applicable? By the way, when you said, you talked about there's terms of service that they push amendments on us continuously, pretty much once a month or so. Obviously, it's all legal mumbo jumbo. I mean, I happen to read all 28, 30 pages of it like an idiot, but because we want to find out, right, to opt out of certain things that it's our right to opt out, right? Not just to go to arbitration, but in this case, it seems like you're just dealing with arbitration cases.
Our firm is just doing arbitration cases. So far, we've filed on behalf of over 15,000 Amazon Flex drivers. It's 15,500 and change, I believe, is the number to date. And we have additional clients, about 10,000 additional clients that we hope to be filing relatively soon on top of that 15,000. And these claims are ones that your viewers may be familiar with. They're claiming that under the state laws of California, Illinois, and Massachusetts, so those are the 3 states that we're focusing on, that these drivers should be treated as employees, but they're treated as independent contractors. And as a result of that, there's a number of protections that employees get under these states' laws that Amazon is not providing to the Flex drivers, including minimum wage for all hours that they work, overtime for when you drive more than 40 hours a week, or in California, this is really important for the Flex drivers. When you drive 7 days in a row, there's also overtime. And
we suggest to everybody to multi-app, right? I mean, just don't get stuck with one app. Just do Uber, Lyft, Amazon, Doordash, whatever it is. If you are doing Amazon Flex, Stephen is your man for those cases anyway. And the question is, how soon should they do it? If they're doing Amazon, does it matter if they're doing 5 hours a week, 10 hours a week, whatever it is?
That's a very good question. And the short answer is if you're interested in asserting your claims, the sooner the better. And the reason for that, and your viewers and your members may know this, that every legal claim has what's called a statute of limitations. Statute of limitations just means there's a certain period of time in which you can bring a claim, and beyond that time you can't. So for most of California, it's a 4-year statute. For Illinois and Massachusetts, I think it's a 2 or 3 year statute. So it means that if you file today, you can only go back that length of time. And so if you've been driving for 2, 3, 4 years, the longer you wait, the smaller your damages are going to be, because each day that you wait is a day that you won't be able to recover, if that makes sense.
I think a lot of our audience is going to send me emails now and say, hey, how about Uber? How about Lyft? I feel like I'm their employee because they're algorithmically discriminating against me, doing this, doing that. I mean, look, we've done all this for the last 3 years. We've proven it a million times. But, I'm sure the day is going to come that there is going to be massive arbitration cases as far as rideshare is concerned, too. So we'll keep you in mind, obviously. But floor is yours. Go ahead and, close us up.
Yeah, certainly. So if you are an Amazon Flex driver, I strongly encourage you to get in touch with us. I think the website where you can get in touch with us will be provided, especially if you're in California, Illinois, or Massachusetts. Right now, those are the only 3 states we're doing. That has to do with the law in those states being very clear about the misclassification. That doesn't mean if you're not in those states that you don't have a claim. You very well might, but my firm is not pursuing those. So that's number 1.
All right. Thanks for watching. That short little clip was from our live stream, Show Me the Money Club with Sergio and myself, Tuesdays, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. Make sure you subscribe, turn on all notifications so you'll be notified when we go live, as well as all of our awesome content. Make sure to check out this video right here, which will take you to the entire live stream, or check out this video right there. All right. Drive smart, everyone.